Welcome everyone to another episode of the Camper Build Tiny Home. This is part 12, and today we're going to start working on the roof. So I'm just going to be explaining what I'm doing, because as I'm doing it, I don't really have a way to actually film it unless I hired or had somebody come over or something to hold my camera. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get up there. I'll show you what I'm doing as far as when we're actually on the outside of the roof. And then once I'm done, I will obviously show you on the camera or on the film, video, whatever you want to call it, exactly what I did. So let's get up there and I'll kind of explain what's going on. Okay, first things first, I'm going to apologize for the wind, so I really hope that you can hear me. If you can't, I may try to do a voiceover, but I can't guarantee it. But anyway, this is what it looks like right now. We have the first panel up here. We have the tape up here to kind of help just not keep it together, but just essentially just kind of make it one piece all the way across. So what we got to do first is, as far as up here, we gotta get that green foam board that we have back laying up against the house, and we're gonna put that across here all the way down to the front. After that gets screwed in and nailed down, then we're gonna get another board, another piece of the plywood here, and put that over the top of that all the way down, to where that way that just insulates it and makes it a little stronger and everything like that. But before we can do that, we got to do what I was talking about in the last video. So as you can tell, you can really tell from up on the actual roof from the top that it is not taking the shape that we want, because it's going to have a slight curve up and then down. Not much of a curve, but it's going to have a curve. But right now, as you can see, like pieces like that, they're kind of sunken in, because they're not really keeping the form. So what we got to do is we got to make a template, probably out of my 1x2s here, and then it's going to start right here, and then it's going to be in the shape of a triangle and work its way down to where this will help keep it where it needs to be. And we also got to build some templates and stuff to put in between here so it don't sag in the middle. Because, which right now it's doing pretty good not to do that, but we still need to screw this down into something besides just right there and right there, because that's all where it's just screwed in right now. It's just right here along our two rails that are going along right there. So we just need to get those built first. So I'm going to attempt to get my ladder in here, which is not going to be fun since the floor looks like this. Oh, and by the way, I got the rest of the bracing put in back there and right here, so the floor is ready to come back in. But before, like I said before I do that, I'm gonna get this roof done. So let's see if I can get this ladder in here. And feel free to laugh at me if you want. If you are a safety guy, meaning you work for somewhere, then you are the safety person to make sure that we stay safe. You do not see what I'm about to do, how I have my ladder. I think that'll work. Cause I was thinking I might have to take it all the way down, but I don't know if, well, I don't think I want to take it all the way down. I think this right here will work. After it gets screwed in right here, and after the other boards get screwed back into it, it'll pull all that back up. So let me check another section here. Yeah, see, it'll work just fine. Look right there, that's perfect. So when that right there gets, we'll go on the side. When this right here gets screwed into this, it'll pull back down and it'll look good, and then that'll help keep the curve all the way down to the other side. So I am going to spend the next, probably in your world, a minute or a minute and a half or so, but I'm going to spend the next, who knows how long it's going to take me to cut out 12 of those. Alright, as you can see, we got all those pieces in I was talking about up in the roof. So now what we need to do is get this ladder back out of here for now, and go up there on the roof. Well, get up on the roof and screw in all the pieces to those things right there, all the way down. And then next, we'll have to build the pieces for the middle all the way down, to where that way it'll help keep it structure, and then we're good to go. Alright, it's the next day again. Usually I don't get none of these videos done in one day. But I already have the green foam board, which you can kind of see over there. I already have a piece up there. You can kind of see it overlapping right there. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to cut off that little edge. But now I know how to cut that board because they're the same size. Or should be. Actually, you know what? I just had a thought. This is why I talk this stuff out. So what needs to happen is I need to go ahead and get the other green board put on that side over here. Over there. It's hard for me to do this backwards. So that way when it's on there and I put the wood over it, it'll overlap. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off and then get the new piece put on. Alright, that's what I got so far. Again, sorry about the dogs. That's all they do over there. But anyway, I'm working on just getting it on here and getting it to where it lays flat. So I'm just gonna putting just a few screws in just to keep it down, so I can see exactly where it's gonna lay, so I can do the next piece. After we get this put on, then we're essentially gonna do the same thing with the wood. Except instead of starting on that side with the long sheet and the short side here, we're going to overlap it. So the long sheet will go on this side, and then so on and so forth all the way back. So this next half I'm going to do off camera because it's going to get kind of challenging to be able to do so, but I will attempt to do it from the ground where you can at least see something, and then I'll show you the results after. this is what it looks like right now. Looks a little bit better. Right now I just have the sheets mainly just attached on the outside. I've done a few of the screws in the middle, but I got to do it all the way through here and then over there as well. So after that gets done, then we're ready to lay the metal on, or the aluminum. I keep calling it metal, but aluminum's what it is. So, and it's basically going to start from the back, and it's I think it's 14 inches wide. I think that's what I bought. It's either 12 or 14 inches wide. I can't remember. I think it's 14 or maybe 16. But it's going to start from the back and it's just going to roll all the way down here to the front. And then it's going to kind of overhang a little bit to where it can go down the front a little. So when we put the other siding on, it'll cover it. And that's what we're going to be doing all the way down until it's covered. After that, that's when we'll put our elastic roof on. Well guys, this is where I'm going to end this video. We're going to split the roof up into 2 parts because there's just so much to do, and I already got, this video's already getting lengthy. So you saw what we got done. The next video, stay tuned because we're going to be laying down the aluminum across the top of the camper, and then we're going to be putting the coating on it. We're also planning on painting it. So all that's going to happen in the next episode. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.